that's Peace God. Peace King Kamon. You said you read the book 3 times. Okay, gathering tracks for our album. Yeah. I said I'd do an album with King Kamon. Me just talking my shit.
Are you gonna do an album, Sunez?
I'm working on an album myself. It's like 5 songs, but they're very detailed.
Poetry or
It's mixed because I never say I rap. You know what I mean? Then when I write stuff, it never all rhymes. So I wouldn't, you know. And I always say this though. I don't really care if I'm in pocket or anything like that. I'd rather have the producer fix it for me. My man Waze will fix it for me. But
Waze.
Yeah, me and Willie Waze are doing
Willie Waze, okay, peace.
Yeah, that's the God, yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Man.
And
I thought he was like, isn't he down south somewhere?
No, he's in Australia now.
He's in Australia?
Yeah. He's from down south though. Yeah, I known the guy since like, you know, that was one of the many great artists and brothers I got to meet from my brother Kevlar 7, Remembered Imperfection.
Okay.
He really knew everybody that was great and up and coming. He was a great A&R ear, you know what I mean? But yeah, I known the Young God for a long time. So
yeah, I met him here.
Right
here. And he just stayed in tune, and I've been following his movement.
He's real talented though. Real talented.
Dope.
You know?
So what do you think about the whole? And I know you've written a lot about it, but it seems the Renaissance, hip hop Renaissance, seems to be kind of like bubbling up a little bit more nowadays.
Yeah. It's funny because I wrote it on a piece that's not published though, because I gave it to a certain artist though. It's for him to use as liner notes and stuff whenever the album comes out. But I think out of this whole invisible renaissance, I call this era from the 2010s on, this era to me I really think is a builder's epic inside that, because it's more commercial. Meaning that the artists that have been doing it that really came up, now they have a mastery of their careers, like Napoleon the Legend and others. So now it's about like showing how these careers can be viable for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And I think too, like there's also now a need to write the histories of what happened in that decade that had just happened, the 2010s, and into this decade. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, personally, I see people biting my shit. You know what I mean? Like, right? I had to go at some.
Is that flattery or no?
No, I think it's biting. If I say like this era is the Invisible Renaissance, and I see a page that's called the Invisible Renaissance, so don't tell me you made that shit up in the shower too. You know what I'm saying? Like, next thing there's gonna be a Sunez out there, and you came up with that name. You know what I'm saying?
We won't allow that.
You know, but right. But the thing is that I think that I think particularly in this era, what's happening is that certain artists that were at the tip of that iceberg. You know, I say it's an invisible renaissance because most people don't see how deep this universe is. But there's always a tip of the iceberg that goes into the commercial area. The Griseldas. You know, the Rock Marciano when you see him on Elliott Wilson interviews and things like that.
So do you think that you could make commercialism a part of the art?
I don't think that's my call.
No, not your.
Yeah.
I just want to know your opinion of that, because.
No, I think they can. I think you could pop out anything. You know, I'm of the mindset that you could ruin anything. You know?
Is it always ruining it though?
I don't know because
as far as you can see it is though.
For me, this is the generalized thing. The artists that are at the tip of the iceberg that everybody is seeing now everywhere, I already think that they ran out their prime. This is what I think. This is what I truly think. That prime is still making good music though. But what I mean by ran out their prime is that I already know what I'm going to hear. Because a lot of these groups like they were based on stylistics and not necessarily lyrical content or even songwriting. So unless they continue to experiment, though, we've kind of pretty much heard everything, you know. So the innovators of tomorrow. You know what's interesting that we was building about this, and I wrote this. I've been writing the reel of 2022, which is already becoming huge. I'm like at 330 pages already, and it's just this year only.
Okay.
400 pages was 2 years. So like I'm just writing, now that I tackled it from the whole year, You know, like doing it the whole year.
If Mecca did this.